Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Aurora 4X. Okay, this is going to probably be the last episode that I record this weekend. I had thought about recording ahead, but I'm really enjoying having comments on every video, and I don't have time to record on the weekend. So there may be a couple day hiatus between this episode and the next, but you know, it'll come out soon. So let's see. Depending on how things are going, if I feel confident, then I'll just keep recording. But what I've done is I went in and I did copy, I'm still learning, a Genesis class terraforming base that I found on the subreddit. Basically, this is what I was looking to do at the end of last episode, where we were going to create an orbital habitat for construction purposes, meaning we don't have to use a shipyard, and that it's going to be a terraforming thing with no movement speed, no engines, no shields, or no fuel, no armor, nothing. Just like we were doing with our asteroid/comet mining thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a couple of these, and then we're going to have them tugged out to probably the moon to start with, since it's nearby. Meanwhile, I don't really know how I feel about this the Yoda class thing, you know, cheating a little bit on the tug speed. I think what has happened, at least in my perception of it, is that when you tug a tug that has the exact same mass and the exact same size, the exact same mass and the same engine caliber, it basically just doubled the mass and kept the speed the same. And then it just, the other mass that it was tugging just sort of disappeared. So what I'm going to do is, it shouldn't work that way, so I'm just going to not do that. We're just not going to do double tugs, because it's cheating. And, you know, it's just a mistake in the code or something. It's also kind of curious, I mean, there is still something of a bug, even without doing that, and that's that the fuel consumption is, it's just using, it's using like a 15th of the actual fuel consumption that it should. That I don't really know how to handle, so I'm just going to leave that as is, and you know, it is what it is. That's just a bug in the game. So yay, we get better fuel efficiency while tugging. I did go through and fix a couple things. One was that I went through the different civilian mining locations and set them up so that we are properly mass drivering to Earth, and we are buying all minerals that the civilians are mining. It's not a huge amount, but we'll see some more mass driver packets coming home. Other than that, I did also queue up 10 of these OH, the Orbital Habitat Genesis. Genesis is a fantastic name for a terraforming base, simply because it's like, you know, the creation of the world, or creation of Earth, you know, the beginning, it's the start, the beginning, whatever. So 10 of those, they might seem like they're really expensive, they're freaking massive, 500,000 tons. But they cost 6,000 per item, where a research base is 2,400, so they're like, you know, a little bit more than a research base. These things cost, what do they cost? Build an orbital habitat. The Genesis costs us mostly duranium. Building 10 of them is going to cost us a huge portion of the duranium that we have available right now. It is what it is, you know, whatever. We're going to focus on trying to get mining going. We're going to probably keep on producing more of these asteroid. Let's see, we ended up with one, the AM Gold 001. That's the only one that we have. And we sent that thing out to the 2001 UR-163. Kind of annoying to me that it doesn't have its own, like, category of, you know, it's just considered other colony. It's not considered an automated mining colony, even though that's what it is. It is producing a small amount of minerals per year, 637 tons of corundium and a little bit of gallicite. But that's just one ship, so why don't we just build some more? And so what I'm going to do then, I think I'm going to rename that task group so that I remember what it's doing. We'll name this the UR-163 mining colony, mining task group. I should probably not worry about putting task group on there, right? Like, task group is kind of superfluous because it's clearly a task group. But I've kind of gotten into the habit of doing that. Let's try to change that habit. UR-163 mining. Okay, and then so what we'll also do is I think we'll queue up. How expensive are those other ones? Not the Majestic. See, that's part of the difference though too. I think that's probably part of the reason why the AM Gold was not as efficient, is that I didn't build it this way. I built this as an actual ship. 208,800 tons out of one of our shipyards. So I had expanded out this massive shipyard to build this AM Gold thing. And it looks like all I would have had to do is just do something like this. We copy the AM Gold, you go to Design View, and then you just add an Orbital Habitat module on there. It costs a little bit of stuff, but now it's considered to be an orbital habitat, and we could just build it locally without having a shipyard. 208,000 tons, and that thing adds 250,000 tons. It makes it huge, which is going to be slower to tow, but we don't need a shipyard, and we can build it with construction, with a ground construction rather than ships. Well, it's tempting maybe to just add more asteroid mining modules to this thing and make like a new version of it that we can make on the ground. Terraforming module has a size of 2,500, and the asteroid mining module has a size of 5,000. So we could put 50 asteroid mining modules and have it be the same size as the other one, the Genesis class terraforming base. 500,000 tons. If I were to modify this thing, go 5 asteroid mining modules. Yeah, 540,000 tons. Strip the cargo hold. I'm assuming it has to have a bridge, right? Yes. 515 tons versus the Genesis class at 505. The fact that it is classed as commercial means that the deployment time doesn't matter. Obviously, we want to use conscripts. I should also say conscripts for the Genesis class. Not that I think it really matters. I'm just really liking the idea of not building them in a shipyard. Granted, we have a shipyard with the AM Gold class already. I think we stick with it for now, but just knowing that in the future we can do that is fine. If I didn't have a thing and we hadn't already committed so many resources to getting this thing assigned, now we have this thing building at 1,040 per year, and we might as well use it to build a few. So, sure. It's going to take it till 2046. So it takes about 2.5 years to build one of these things. How does that math work? Annual build rate, 2288. What's this mod rate mean? Mod rate. I don't understand what mod rate is. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, it's okay. We'll do that for now. We have completed research into the anti-grav sensors, and the Yoda task group has returned to home. So they can pretty much just do nothing for now. We go back to research, we make sure that all research labs are active. We've got 5 free right now. So I think we'll spend a period of time just researching all kinds of stuff, like, EM sensor sensitivity seems fine. Let's have Wiz work on that, why not? Seems like he'd be good at it. We're gonna get a few pauses here and there, that's alright. I'll try as much as I can to get some time passed. Survey bonus has gone up. Somebody died. And we finished more research. Fire control and the meson focus. Terraforming rate. Probably a good thing to maybe get started on, although we don't really have a very good bonus for it. This is under biology and genetics. So BG. Do we have anyone doing that right now? Well, Emily Goodwin, this is all you. Go ahead. I'd like to get that thing going, because we're going to start doing some fairly rapid terraforming of the moon. Geological survey sensors have suffered a maintenance failure. Insufficient maintenance supplies were available. Really? Hold on. Has that ship... That was this ship. It has no maintenance supplies. Where are you? You're at Earth. Oh, I know what it is. The ship is too large to be maintained. That's right. The AM, it's the SC Discovery. It is size, how big? It's 5,600 tons. And Earth, where it's currently based, even though we do have quite a few maintenance supplies available, our maintenance facility can only handle ships of up to 1,000 tons. So we need to get 5 more maintenance facilities on Earth. At 90%. They're fairly cheap. We should wait 5 more days. Get that research lab done. Now we'll go in and we'll bump research labs down. Let's get the maintenance facilities up. And let's start working on the Genesis labs ahead of these research labs. Sorry, Genesis stations. One more research lab that we can assign. Sure, go ahead, work on it. I feel like that pop-up is kind of useless. So this is, what, just officer updates. I don't really care. I mean, if we're not using them, then we're not using them. So why worry about it, right? We've completed research into thermal sensor sensitivity 6. I should do more queuing. That way we're not having to do this every time there's a pause. But at the same time, you know, we kind of need to know what we have researched so that we know what to work on. Construction of OH Genesis has begun. We've got the maintenance facilities completed. Let's see if the ship, I just want to confirm that my understanding of the game is working. The SC Discovery class, maintenance supplies, that's what it can hold. So cargo. Cargo is not apparently where maintenance supplies is stored. How about under here? Maintenance transfer. I shouldn't need to tell. Oh, you know what? I probably do need to tell it. That's a command I'd have to issue to the task group. Let's just do that. So go to Earth, resupply from colony. F6. Find the Discovery class. Miscellaneous. Yep, he picked up 400 some supplies. Where can I see maintenance supply points? 464. Or sorry, 465. So yeah, he resupplied. Now we should be able to see both sets of your systems are damaged. And now that okay, so now that we have the maintenance facilities, we should be able to just have the ship stay in orbit. And not accrue damage, I think. Do I have to tell you to manually do it? Looks like the answer is yes. Just want to keep paying attention to this. I'm learning here. I'm happy about that. Okay. Damage control. Is it not actually doing anything? Doesn't appear that it is. Is the game running right now? I think it actually is. We don't have a damage control on the ship, so I don't think that this actually works. I think the reason why the game was kind of like feeling laggy is because it was still continuing to run. Well, we have thermal reduction now, so that's kind of useful. Might as well research a railgun. You never know, we might change gears. Go for the railgun instead. I mean, it's the basic research. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but just having, you know, the basic railgun available in case we want to build something neat. Do I need to tell it to get repaired in a shipyard? Can any shipyard do it? Let's try SpaceX. It's assigned. Well, let's try a different one. I want to see if any shipyard can fix it. Let's go to the Chapman Hayward, which has no class assigned, and tell it to repair the Discovery Mark II 001. Yes, it used its slipway. Interesting. So apparently they can use maintenance supplies if they're on hand to just instantly fix something that breaks. But if it's broken, as a result of her repairs, her maintenance clock has been reduced by 1.34 years. Jesus, what is the maintenance clock at? Clock is at 5.64 years. Well, no wonder everything's breaking. That's what I get for making a military-class vehicle, putting it in orbit around Earth, and then not having enough maintenance facilities for it. So, okay, assuming that Earth has 6,000 available tons. Oh, we've only built one. Wait a second. We have 10... Oh, each maintenance facility is only 200. No wonder. Okay, so if we have 2,000 tons, we need to go up to 6,000 tons. So that's... each one's 200. I need 4,000 tons divided by 200. Just making sure I get this right. So 20 more maintenance facilities should allow us to maintain that ship. And I think that we'll knock out one of the Genesis things first. Already finished research into the railgun. We're still working on the spinal mount tech. Next thing coming up is EM sensor sensitivity. Someone was also talking about meson cannon being interesting. Maybe make it bigger. Okay, geological survey of Mars has been completed. We just finished EM sensitivity. So let's do adjust Mars. Scrap the team that's doing the geological survey. Let's go back again once, like every month, we have to constantly be looking at science. This is one of the reasons why I like throwing every research lab at one task, because then, yeah, you gotta go look at it, but it's because something big just got done very, very quickly, versus having lots of jobs and just having to constantly be looking at it. Because even if you create a queue, it still pauses every time, and you're not sure. And I don't want to have to check all the time. I don't know. It's tough. Wiz is the man, though. He's doing a good job. Oh my gosh, we actually ran a couple months in a row. They've launched new ships and scrapped old ships. Okay. We're just waiting for our next ship to launch. Getting quite a bit of time here to pass. We've got Spinal Mount. Interesting. So a mobile maintenance module. Tiny engineering station. Seems fine. Mars is overcrowded. We finished researching the 12 centimeter meson focal size. I think there was a couple more things in meson focus that we needed to have. We have, so we're up to like 15 centimeter size. We're making it bigger, but we need focusing technology. So we might as well get that before we work on making it any bigger. Also, are we ever going to get this ship done? Apparently it's created a few of them and it's just not telling me about it. I guess they're not considered the same thing as a ship. But they're not in the shipyard task group. Orbital habitats of Earth. So they're automatically being put into a new task group, but they're not being. I'm not being told about it. Okay, well that's fine. Let's do this. We'll do special orders. We'll grab one. No, wrong. Come back. Split task group. Split task group. It's not exactly what I wanted to do. It's renamed it funny. Delete that one. Alright, so we've got the Terraforming base Genesis 001 and the Terraforming base 002. We've got the task group Yoda. Let's grab you. We're going to give orders to this guy to go pick up the first one. I think... Well, actually, I don't know. Let's test this. Never mind. Let's do... I thought I'd have to do it manually, but let's maybe that's not the case. Here, combine with the other Genesis one. Save. Let's go back to the Yoda and have you combine with the other Yoda. And if I just issue a task to the Yoda task group, which has 2 tugs, and I say go to task group Genesis, and I say tractor and tractor, and then I say go to the moon, Luna, release tractor chips. Will each tug pick up one of the chips? Guess we find out. Task group Yoda at Mark II 002 has completed orders. Task group has carried out its orders to detach any tractor chips. There's no way they could have gone from Earth to the moon in one day, right? These are both still here. Now I have 2 separate task groups. Oh, I didn't tell them to move to the moon. Derp. Once again, let's try this one more time. No, I did. I said moon detach tractor chips at the moon. Hold on. Luna. Terraforming modules in orbit, 24.5. Yeah. They're just that fast, apparently. I guess it is really close. One day. It's like, what, 8 minutes? From... that's the speed of light. From sun to Earth. Totally different thing I'm thinking of. Well, okay, so we should be able to go to environment. Terraforming is inactive on the Earth, on the moon. And I don't know a huge amount about this, but I know that we want to start off with oxygen. We want to add gas to the atmosphere, and we want to have 0.1. At 10% should just be oxygen. And we're producing 0.0368 atmospheres per year. So at that rate, it's going to take about 3 years for these 2 ships to do that, I believe. So, well, we're now terraforming the moon, apparently. Check our production. We're still producing more orbital habitat genesi. Let's lower you in the queue for now. I want to get these maintenance labs done, so that ship stops breaking, wasting my resources. So yes, apparently that would work. I wonder, I could just issue multiple commands to that task group, and I could do it that way, but it did seem to just like pick up both ships right away. Is there like a more generic thing that I can grab. Let's combine you with the other guy. And we'll do a renamed. This is just going to be... Terraforming base Luna seems fine. Tractor a specified ship? No, it looks like you do have to manually assign that part, but okay, well it's still more efficient than I had expected it would be. Let's just go 30 days, and well, more than 30 days until the next pause. Turret speed tracking. Beta shields, seems great. Go. And now we can go, like, kind of, you know, obsess over the moon. And we should see immediately that we have at least a small amount of atmosphere here. We have 0.0061 atmospheres on the moon. Yay! We're working on it. Why the moon? I don't know. It's close, it's easy. Getting rid of the need for infrastructure, just generating more people is going to mean more money. I know that eventually I'm going to need more money. We've run out of titanium on Earth. We've just finished researching terraforming rate, which should, I think, immediately modify the moon's terraforming modules in Earth is still 24.5, but yeah, annual production is now 0.049, significantly higher. Very large fuel storage could be useful to start creating some sorium harvesters. Create fuel. I think that one of the things that I need to do is we need to focus on this mining situation. We're rapidly depleting. Years to depletion. You know, we're down to a year on Gallicite. We're down to 5 years on Mercassium. The access is getting very low. Eventually, we're going to need to ship these mines somewhere else. But, in fact, we could probably take the automated mines off right now. Let's see. What was the other site that was going to give us the resources that I wanted? We had geostatus. We ended up doing the mining on for the corundium, I think it was. Corundium gallicite. But the other thing that we need a lot of is duranium. We had the comets. We could send the auto miners out there. Hyperion. Hyperion's already got the sieve miners. Let's have the industry bring out some automated mines. Demand 100 automated mines, please. And on Earth, supply 100. Let's just take them out there. And then on Hyperion, I think we already had a mass driver. No, there is no mass driver out here, but we're able to mass drive because we're buying civilian capacity. I don't know if we can use the civilian mass driver to send our own mass stuff out here, so let's just add in, just in case, a mass driver from here. And make sure we have a couple spares on Earth. Mass drivers, we've got 5. We'll make 4 supplied for now. Just ship them around. We never want to take the last one off of Earth. Maintenance facility completed on Earth. Earth can now support up to 6,000 maintenance supply units, or maintenance size, for ships. So we go back to our old problem, the SC Discovery, with its clock at 7.22 years. And I just want to confirm now, 7.22. We go one more tick. And then we go look at the 7.22. Still 7.22. So it freezes the clock over the course of 30 days. But it didn't reset the clock. So we go to our task group. And we tell you on Earth that we want you to send a message. Send them a message. What is that for? Begin overhaul. Begin overhaul on Earth. Just rewind that clock, because we're going to need you to start exploring another system at some point. Not going to be anytime soon, because I'm still kind of stuck on this resources thing, but I think we have made pretty good progress today. We have our second gold class on Earth. Can I just very easily grab Task Group Yoda, Task Groups, not even pick up, not even create its own task group, just go to Shipyard Task Group, Tractor, AM Gold, Add Move, and then we just take that one to UR, whatever it was called again. And then after that, move to Earth again. Also, can I change the order of this? Change what's selected. This changes what I have selected. Alt, Control, Shift, no. Why would there not be a move button to like change the order? Well, they should still be able to make it out there. I'm wondering if it's going to take both tugs. Certainly can't use both tugs, right? We finished 2 more researches. 15 labs available. Why not expand the civilian economy? Wiz would be very good at that. Making more games like Victoria 3. So let's go check out the task groups and see what it's doing. So we've got the Tug task group, and it has linked up one of the ships. And if we zoom to, that task group of Yodas is just both working. They're both flying together, but only one of them is tugging. And they're moving at 145 kilometers per second. So without cheating, it's going to take a lot longer this time to get it out there. It's going to take a year and a half. And we didn't need to send one tug. So I think we'll grab that tug. We'll go Special Orders and Actions. The O2 is not attached. We'll say Split Task Group. And we'll just have you, with no moves, just stay at Earth. And resupply. What does Extended Orbit even do? Okay, he's already home. I will get a pop-up about the beta shields and very large fuel storage are now done. I'm tempted to just continue working on engines. You know, just make really freaking big engines. Why not? The sooner we get better engines, just everything seems better that way. I mean, yes, we need weapons, but if we never explore, we never leave our system, then... will the aliens that we meet in the future, will they be based on our current technology? Like, would it be really bad for me to have really good engines but no weapons? I don't know. I don't know how they spawn. I've never actually met an alien in this game, so I don't know. But we'll work on more engines. It seems fine to me. Other than that, we're about to finish our 3rd Genesis station. Let's check out Luna. Terraforming status is curious. It's interesting to me. We're up to 0.037 atmospheres already. Pure oxygen. And we should, I'm hoping, we're going to get a pop-up about this when it gets to 0.1. And then we can start adding in like nitrogen or greenhouse gases and stuff like that. And I do remember from watching, I was actually watching some of Enter Elysium and also a little bit more of Quill. If you look at our race details, we can see information about our ideal environment. Ideal temperature is 14, maximum deviation of 24, so it'd be nice if we could get to 14, but it doesn't have to be that high. Ideal gravity, of course, is 1. Maximum deviation in G's is 0.9. So I guess that means we can go all the way down to 0.1 and as much as 1.9. Maximum pressure in atmospheres is 4. We'd like 20% oxygen, but we can go as low as 10. That's why we set the atmospheres to 10, and then we can just make the rest of it. I mean, is it better to just go to the maximum deviation, or can the planet change over time? You know, I don't really know. I'm going to go ahead and just set it to 20% then. If that's the ideal amount, maybe that's somehow better. 0.2 atmospheres of oxygen, 0.8 atmospheres of nitrogen. Done. Seems simple. Although that might not really do the right thing for temperatures. Why don't we do like 0.2 oxygen, 0.8 safe greenhouse gases? Just make it really warm. Something like that. We have much larger fuel storage available now. And we've already expanded the civilian economy. Good job, Wiz. I told you that Solaris and Victoria 3 would be a hit, didn't I? I should really take a little bit more time to look at the projected... Part of the reason why I'm not really worrying about like the unrest on Mars is just that as we continue to expand and like terraform the moon, I think what's going to happen is they'll shift the infrastructure from the moon to Mars, and Mars will no longer be upset. Luna's already up to 128 million people. It actually has no growth rate. The orbital habitat... Well, they're both right up against the population limit, aren't they? At this point, I could go in here and just say, hey, stop bringing people out here. But moving people around is good for us. It generates money, as far as I know. So with 0.05 atmospheres per year, it's going to take 20 years to turn the moon into a perfect paradise. Wonderful. That's kind of crazy to think about. Argon. Greenhouse factor, and then what's albedo? I have no clue what that is. Right, I wanted to check on my my mining status. Projected usage of geranium is much higher than our current stockpile. Everything else we're doing kind of okay on. We're not actually using certain amounts of some things. We will run out pretty soon. This is annual projection, so the good times are nearly at an end. Unless we continue to make more mining stations. Maybe building 10 terraforming stations is a bad idea. We should just focus on getting more miners. Out of curiosity, has Earth actually sent out all of its stuff? Yes. Everything should be at our new mining colony. So we should have an automated mining colony on Hyperion. It has accrued small amounts of stuff. We need to... Oh! I don't remember having done that. Oh, it was already set that way because of the civilian mining colony. No, this is Hyperion. Did it automatically send it to Earth? Or had I done that earlier? Weird. Well, we're producing about 5,000 per year. We should be able to maintain the stockpile. Like, we should be able to send everything home. Gallosite's now gone. And we've completed research into the next level of engine. Moving on to the actual engine technology to go along with it. That would be the magnetoplasma drive technology. Why not? That's Richard Dawkins right there for you. Annual research points is 15,600 and it takes 20, so we're going to have this thing done in about a year. We'll just already upgrade to the next level engine. I think we practically, for most ships, skipped that engine. Scientist Ken Ham has died in an accident. Goodbye, Ken. It's nice knowing you. Okay, I'm not getting pop-ups about it, but I'm positive that at this point we probably finished another terraforming base. Yoda has completed its orders, so it's already returned home as well. That means that our UR-163 should now have 2 mining ships in orbit, producing more stuff. Yes. Still not enough to match it to match the mass driver capacity. We need 2 more ships to do that. But we can mine this corundium and gallosite for quite a while. And then other than that, I'm almost positive that on Earth, even though I'm not getting pop-ups about it, we have more ships, more terraforming ships that have completed. Oh yeah, we've got at least 2 more. So let's do one more thing, and then we're going to take a break. We're going to grab our 2 Yoda task groups. They apparently have the exact same name, which is sort of stupid. We're going to have you combine with that guy. Let's rename you so you're not based on ships. Again. Just the Tug task group. Done. Special tasks. You will go to the task group Orbital Habitats Earth, which apparently there's more than one of. Why is there more than one of? Probably something that I did. We've got 3 and 4 available. Alright, back to Tug. Orbital Habitats Earth. Tractor. Alt-A, Alt-A. Go to the moon. Release tractor chips, return to Earth. And refuel, resupply. I feel like there's extra tugs in here though. TFB, terraforming base on Luna. That's our exploration. I'm going to rename this task group again. This is just going to be survey. It's surveying and it's grabs. Yeah, just survey. There's a survey task group. So we have Orbital Habitats of Earth, the logistics task group, which is just our FT go-to, which we've never really used for anything. Basically, we had to create that to get our first like civilian economy kicked off, but now it's kind of stupid. Why don't we just scrap this ship? Where are you right now? It's around Earth. Let's grab a shipyard that's free. Scrap the go-to class. Did that automatically delete my task group? No, but I think I can probably just combine this into the... Wait. If I reload it? Scrapping. It's probably why I can't really do actions to it, maybe. Actually, no, I should be able to see the Oh, that's interesting. What happened to my like space shipyard task group? New ships are automatically going into this task group now. We don't want that. I seem to have accidentally deleted my shipyard task group. So space shipyard. And that should be where all default ships now go. Yes, that's where we want them. Top. Alright, okay. Yeah, I'm going to take a break here. So we're scrapping that ship. We can get rid of that task group. We're never going to use that thing. We're going to have the civilians take care of stuff like that. Although if I want to move stuff between this system and another, I think that I might need my own transport. I'm not sure. So, but if we do that, we'll end up building a new, bigger, better one with the fancy pants new engines. And if we go to the moon, more importantly, we should see that we now have much, much higher terraforming rate. We're up to... No, we don't. Oh, wait, they haven't done the orders yet. I haven't actually run the time. The tug task group still has its orders. It should only take them like 1 day. Tug has completed its orders. So now we can go to the moon and environment 0.097 atmospheres per year. Effective terraforming modules in orbit, including commander bonus of 48.5. Commander bonuses. Commander bonuses from what? From the planetary governor? It might be. That was civilian administrators, governor of Luna. Do we have someone specifically that we could use for terraforming? It would be really good. 30% bonus. Bernie's doing Earth though. Yeah, let's not worry about it. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. This is a very long episode, longer than normal, but yeah, I'm going to take a break here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to record another one. I think we'll probably just take a couple days off, and we'll be back on Monday night. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you again soon.